Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, who was a former intelligence officer, took Russia from a defeated Cold War relic into the most feared power in Europe and Asia. The man who many have called him a modern Adolf Hitler.
Hurrah!
Is dead. Could you imagine what kind of consequences would happen? Who would replace Putin? Could his death stop the war in Ukraine? How would Russia fall into chaos? This is what if Putin died. Reports state that Vladimir Putin is obsessed to bring back the glory days of Russia. That's why he moves forward with his plan, even. He changed the country's laws to give himself 2 terms as president. That means he could be in power until 2036, when he will be 84 years old. No wonder. To change the country laws. If you are a despot president. His obsession for power led him to start the war on Ukraine, causing killing of innocent civilians, including children. Putin has targeted the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe, and he doesn't care what disaster could happen. How would his replacement deal with the war in Ukraine? With the Russian dictator declared dead, Russia would experience a power vacuum not seen since the death of Joseph Stalin in 1953. Oligarchs and politicians would seek to latch onto whatever they could grab. Who gets first on Putin's empty seat? The power would transfer to Russia's Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin. If Putin didn't pick a successor before passing, the military official could try to grab power. That might put Russian armed forces, nuclear firepower, and chemical weapons into unstable hands. Without the dictator in charge anymore, keeping a country that size together seems impossible. And that could give a chance to the United States and the European Union to crush Russia's economy. As a result of the Russian invasion, the world responded by attacking Putin with economic sanctions. The ruble dropped to less than 1 US cent. The SWIFT banking system cut off many Russian banks from using their services, which means trillions of dollars stopped processing. Some airlines won't even accept Russians aboard their planes. Besides, dozens of countries already closed their airspace to the Russian flights. Many big companies stopped their businesses in Russia. Apple, Amazon, Ford, Shell, Starbucks. Many countries stopped buying Russian oil and gas. Practically Russians are trapped in their country. They can't travel to Europe. Their savings are dropping every day. A falling standard of living and a failing economy could give rise to a new opposition party. The pressure from all sides could be enough to force Russia to pull out of Ukraine. Obviously, it is hard to continue a war when you don't have any money. With Russia backed into a corner, they could be forced to give up territories that once belonged to other countries. Putin's annexation of Donbas and Crimea could end, and returning these lands to Ukraine. Ukrainians could only hope for a new period of peace after the death of Putin.